setting up that I had to have that conversation. That was a real nigga. I'll be trying to do something like that. I would be disappointed in him. Like, right now. Why are you going to lie? Like, what are you saying? I wouldn't know. My podcast, like, hey, would you raise somebody believe the fucking, what's his name, annoying? I don't even not believe that. No, it's not. There are certain people who, that's the list. I feel like I set the scene so good. I was like, yeah, this is what in reality it would be like. Me hanging out with the kid, watching a video on YouTube, chilling, you know, watching Coco with the kid or whatever, and my girl's in the it's a lit night. You're hanging out somehow with Drake. Like, I've heard stories of like the person that's hanging out with Rihanna, and they just mentioned the wildest shit. You're hanging out with Drake, this, that, and third, and like Drake is like, yo, get on it and chill. I was like, what would I get out of it? He's covering a bar. Seems crazy. I would be disappointed in him. I would be disappointed in her if she wanted to do it. Like, because to me, it's like a rapper's favorite person at this point, you know? I really feel like that is the girl. I feel like you're the person who just encourages me. If I told her when we first met, she probably, she might have forced her way in eventually, but she wasn't going to do it if I didn't want her to do it. Yo, you would have, like, someone being with you or being with me, they know there's always going to be money. Like, again, you know, women have their own aspirations and shit like that. But, like, the moment they feel they're secure with you, like, they also realize, and I've always said this to any girl, like, listen, whatever you make off OnlyFans, I said, whatever you're making off OnlyFans, way more, at least it was out. I don't know what, maybe I just haven't met that girl. Yeah. But, I'm like, oh, I'm thinking 25, and I'm thinking 25. So now, when people, and then 15 years later, I gotta look at your ass like, damn, man, you really had Drake fucking you to fair trade? Or girls want girls? I don't know why, like, Drake asking me if he can fuck my girl would be like a random. No, he got a girl with him, and like, this is a swinger thing. He'd say, yo, let's switch. Oh, I mean, the swinger thing, I could be open. That's what we were talking about earlier, is like, I could be open to that because that seems like, that's more of like a fun. Okay, well, okay, if Drake's with Rihanna and I get to fuck Rihanna, then not Rihanna. He's with that. He was that basketball player's mom that he be with. I didn't see her. Was she hot? Badass. I don't think like that. What? Super badass. Like no. Like what? Yeah, I already did some OD. We have badasses, then we have like, yo, this is just disgustingly retarded badass. Like this is too. This is obnoxious. What's Chinese kitty? Damn near obnoxious. You know obnoxious, but. You know what I mean? Like, it's a talk. It's like a talk. But also, recruiter. If you can, sure. But all I'm saying is that if my girl was like, I'm going to the doctor, I'm getting Chinese kitty food, I'll be like, but I saw a Chinese kitty in the club. I'm not gonna. Yeah, you don't want your wifey to be like. That's what we trying to tell girls. I'm like, yo, listen. That's a good fun night. Like that's taking a car for a spin. Nobody wants that shit like constantly. Yeah. Because I'm just when I think about my girl, I'm like, I'm gonna have to be looking at your ass when you're 45. You gotta look at the ass when that shit started to sag. You gotta look at the ass when she need like, you know, some touch ups. If my girl got the Chinese kitty surgery, yeah, I mean she's gonna give me a few good years. Man, but I'm not really. I'm thinking long term at this point. I'm like, I don't know, 45. Might have another kid. Oh yeah. Really? You fucking up a porn career with that, buddy. Yep. Would you have a surrogate? I am so in favor of that, and I think it sounds like such an amazing technology. She's like, no, I would never. The only thing I did have issue with you as I'm like the only white people get away with. You always are. Actually, I don't have no issue with it. It's just like I maybe it's jealousy. Let's throw it in here. Maybe it's jealousy. I think she was pregnant, and I think she still didn't see. And I'm like, yo, if I was, we did tons. What? Yo, if I was a fucking baby and I came out and I heard my mama was in the scene, I'm swinging. As soon as I realized. But now that she's out, I can kind of see the point a little bit more. You're learning. You're becoming like one of us. Still, it's the melanin, nigga.
Fundamentally, I don't agree. Because I just think, like,
the baby's in the belly.
You are not born yet. You don't get to say shit.
My nigga, I'm cooling and you're putting me in a blender. Like, you're putting me in a trampoline because, and hold on, it's cool. You know, it could be mommy just loving daddy. Except this is being watched by a bunch of horny men who are jerking off to me.
But that's the only part that weirds me out is just the idea of a dude jerking off and thinking about the kid. Like that. The idea of that weirds me out. But the idea, okay, let's go through the list of.
That's a win. I said that was a BetMGM win.
I think he's going to be a superstar. He can score the basketball, he can rebound, he can assist the ball. He has that flash. Sometimes, guys can do all these things, but they don't have the pizzazz. They don't have that splash that you look for, the beat that says, okay, I'm a superstar, I'm a ride. The kid just turned 20 and over. And the thing that sets up really well for him is that his game fit the current NBA system. And so for him, he's going to be a superstar even in Charlotte. LeBron proves that you can be a superstar if you have a talent and you can play at an extremely high level. LeBron was in Cleveland. LeBron James made his name in Cleveland. Yes, he went to Miami to win, and yes, he's in LA. But the LeBron James that we know and that we know started out in Cleveland, Charlotte. Now, you remember,
Kevin Durant made his name in Oklahoma City.
Garnett was in Minnesota.
He was.
So,
all right.
Shaq was in Orlando. So, Skip, I believe he can be. I believe he can be a superstar. Because he has the kid loved it. The kid loved it. And he has, he came with an outfit that matched the ride that he showed up in the game. That's LaMelo Ball. But I'm not surprised. His dad sat here many a day, World Skip, and said, my baby boy is going to be better than all of them.
He would say it on and off camera. He would just say, I had one long conversation with him off camera. He said, the young one.
Yeah. And I'm like, hold on, bro. You do realize the older son is the second number 2 pick in the draft. He said, yeah, but the baby boy will be better.
Yeah, and the baby boy is 67 inches tall. I think he's about an inch taller than Lonzo.
I believe so, too, yeah.
Lonzo wasn't bad last night.
Right.
They won. Yeah. They looked pretty good. They're going to be a pretty good team. So, back to Baby Brother. I hope you're right about this, and I completely concur with pizzazz, charisma, whipped cream, all that. He's just fun to watch.
Right.
Because he plays so happy. Happy plays hooping. That's all he wants to do is hoop, and he's got a shorter it just nothing on it. He can shoot an air ball. He just doesn't. He can kick it out of that. He can come right back and make a play. But so far, I am seeing all-star. I'll give you that.
Good.
I'm seeing star for sure. I'm not yet seeing superstar. You got to be really special.
Yes.
You got to be able to do some things nobody else can do. Do I think he has a chance to average a triple-double in this league? I do, because at 6'7", he can rebound. He was a baby rookie last year. He went 16, 6, and 6, and you could just see it coming.
Right.
Where he can stuff that stat sheet every night.
Right.
Okay, remind you, he shot 35% from 3 last year.
Right.
35, it's not great.
Right.
Last night he made 7 of 9. Was it just a rare LeBron-esque opening night hot streak?
Yeah.
I'm afraid you're not going to see 7 of 9. Would it change the way they played last night?
Well, how about this, Skip? Can he get to like 38%? Can he shoot? Yeah. Skip, I say 38% for him, and because he'll put the ball on the floor, he'll get to the bank. He's not a sit-down in the chip defender, but he got long arms. He'll steal the ball.
He will disrupt.
Yeah, he will. And so I think the thing for him in the East, Skip, where you don't have the guard play like you have in the West with a Steph and a Chris Paul and a Dame Lillard and a lot of these other guys, I think it's going to be easier for him to get on the big stage in the All-Star game. Yeah. And then the more people see it, now if he can somehow manage to get Charlotte into the playoffs. Now we're talking considering how long it's been since Charlotte's been in the playoffs. Yeah, they're in the play-in. You're in the play-in, but if he can really get to them,
I got it. And I think he's got a shot.
I think so too.
Okay. Okay, so I know it's a small sample size. It was just opening night, but I watched this entire game because I can't take my eyes off that kid.
Right.
So they get off to a rocky start,
Yeah.
and they fall 23 down, and then here they come in large part because here he came making three-point shots and making dipsy-doodle plays fast as we say. Whoa, that's special. And it got to be a basketball game down the stretch. It's tough. And so I yelled from my wife Christine because she likes Mel, but she also likes Hayward. He could be a model. Okay, I give you that. So let's watch the end of the game. So she comes in and watches maybe the last 5 possessions. Would you believe that in the last 5 possessions, LaMelo did not shoot the basketball one time? And if we could see the last 2, one's with 14.6 and then 6.7 left. If we could see, here's the second to last possession. LaMelo's got the ball, and I said, shoot it. And he said, no, I'll give it right back to the veteran. Right. No, I want you to shoot it. And he just comes in, takes for it. And here goes Gordon Hayward. Here goes Gordon Hayward. And I'm saying, well, maybe. And he shoots some dipsy-doo shot, and it misses, okay? And the ball goes crazy, and then here's the final. I believe this is the final possession. I don't want Gordon Hayward to do that. The ball goes loose, and there's a scrum for it, and P.J. Washington comes up with it. They didn't need to foul P.J. Washington because he's like falling away from the basket, but Miles Turner fouled him. So P.J., to his credit, had done nothing in the game so far. He goes to the free throw line and ices both free throws, which led to Sabonis having the last second shot, and he missed it. Right. Charlotte prevailed. Right. Okay, so I'm talking about last 5 possessions, and I called Ernestine in just to watch LaMelo take the game over because I thought he's going to do it. And you see what's happening? He's just hot potato. He's just like, here, you do it. And it wasn't because he was afraid. He was just deferring to the veteran. Like, you're our superstar. You're our guy. I hope so.
I'm going to give him the ball. He said, okay, LaMelo, you either take the shot or you create a better shot for someone else.
Yes. And by the way, do I think LaMelo could have created a better shot than Gordon got in both those cases? Yes, because Gordon got 2 horrendously bad shots that had no chance, and they were lucky to get the offensive, I don't even call it a rebound. It was just a loose ball that they got in the 2 free throws. So I'm just showing you he's not there yet. It's not like he has a takeover kind of personality. He has not taken the team over just yet.
20, but
Okay,
it's coming.
I got it. But it's his second year. Yeah. It's not his rookie year. He is coming. But I'm not seeing yet superstar.
No, I bet you Skip, he's gonna get there. It's gonna take him a while. It's probably take him about 4 or 5 years. Now, he's not gonna be Luka like right away. He's not gonna be Luka because you can see
like pro basketball.
Exactly.
Like 14
right away. Yeah. But Skip, this kid's coming. He has it all. He has it all. He has it all. And in today's NBA, with the openness of the court, and he can handle the ball well enough, he can shoot it well enough.
Okay, what's the final distinction to me between star and superstar? Killer. Does he have that killer? Does he have that dog? Yeah. I haven't seen that yet. He's almost like too happy. It's like, hey, come what may, I'll just, whatever happens, happens. I want him, like I wanted him last night, at least on one possession, to say,
I mean, he's deferring, like, okay, Gordon, you the top dog, blah, 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 blah.
Well, he makes the money. And,
but there's one time, he was like, nah, Gordon, get it, you come set a pick. Yeah. You come set a pick for me, but I ain't giving you this ball. Exactly. But
he's deferring when it's over. Yeah. You don't need to be deferring to Gordon Hayward.
There's gonna come a time, Skip. You go like, LaMelo, I think you could have got a better shot today. But I don't want him just jacking up shots because he can. Yeah. And especially in that situation, play your game. But in that situation, he thought Gordon could do a better job of getting to the rim or creating a shot. I got no problem with that.
Guess what, ladies and gentlemen? Michael Jordan finally got one right.
He got one right.
He got this one right.
That does feel good.
He got one right.
That does feel good. I'm happy for him in that sense. Thank you for watching. You can subscribe here to get the latest from the show, and be sure to check out more of the best clips on the show. Go watch a few other segments from our other shows on Invisible.
fantastic fight overall. What's the feel for you right now as you sit there? Like, how rewarding is this? What's the feel overall?
Feels great, man. I wanted to finish the fight, like I was saying before, but no, it was a very, very, very solid performance, and the boxer was superior. Like I said, I had a lot of advantages. His kicks were strong. They were definitely strong. They were very overall, the boxing was a no-brainer, and no, man, it was a very solid performance, and I mean, and I'm glad I didn't let go all that tension before the fight, thinking that he's not ready, he didn't train, he came in fat, like he's not taking it seriously, because he actually did, and it was a trap a little bit, I think. I mean, he was willing to stress the fight, that's for sure, but he was ready also.
This fight week, I mean, we talked to you on Wednesday, and you're like, dude, I'll fight in heavyweight, I don't care. But, and I know you believe that, and I know you mean that, but was there anybody in your camp talking to you saying, hey, come on, man, don't do this. This is not a smart decision?
No, because they know me. They know me. They're like, how you got out of the fight? They know the camp. And, I know they would have done it for my good, maybe.
We know from talking to David, I guess how big did that
I clinched him on one time, and I'm like, how big is his fucking torso and lats? I can't even get around. Like, I'm like, shoot, like it's big. It is big. But but like I said, like MMA and this sport, it's my sport. Like, I'm able to deal with anybody. Being a middleweight, which middleweight we're pretty big in gonna be middleweight. We I mean, between middleweight and middleweight. But I don't care about the weight. I'm able to deal with anybody, and the cage is my house. Like, this is my sport. I don't care how much overweight you come in. When I'm ready, I'm gonna take the fight. With that being said, don't fucking show up overweight. My next opponent told everybody, don't fucking show up overweight just because I'm gonna take the fight. I'm still gonna beat you, but. Like, yeah, the way was never, like, a way for me to get out of the fight.
He had a great round in the 5th round. Was that shocking? You think, hey, he's not going to have energy, he's going to go. I mean, was that a tough round for him? What's going on?
Like, I knew I had the fight, and it was a little bit of a mistake for sure, I let him a little bit get too comfortable in there, and that's it, really. But yeah, I mean, I had good moments, 3rd and 4th, and then he knew he was behind, and then he came strong in the 5th. With that being said, I still control. There was never like any like crazy occasion. I knew I knew I had the advantage on the tank in terms of cardio. So he would come with a blurry, and it would slow down, and I'll come back, and that's what I did. I keep like. Part of the game plan was to break his momentum every time. Like, he comes in, boom, you tag, boom, you tag, boom, you tag, and that's what I did. I always broke him all the time. Like, I broke his momentum every time, and that's what I did. In the 5th round, like, he came in, like he let his hands go, and then boom, attack, and he reset. But yeah, man. I mean, yeah, it was big. I think if it wasn't that big, I could have finished him in the 3rd or the 4th. But it's crazy because even if he was that big, he fought the way he fought until now, he was going backwards with me, I was putting the pressure on him. And with that being said, he was still he was solid. It was a great fight. He was a hell of a fight, and he came ready.
The way that you played out this entire fight week, I'm going to imagine it's even more after this fight, but I've never seen more public support for you than I saw this week. I mean, I gotta wonder, did you get to enjoy that? Was it nice maybe being a good guy for once and having everybody on your side this week?
I was hearing it from my wife, from my coaches and stuff, because I shut everything off, to be honest. I'm big on, like, shutting off all the social media, at least switch from the bad to the good really fast, they can switch again from the good to the bad. So it is what it is. But yeah, for sure, I mean, it's good. It's good. I went over my Instagram and I see what was going on, but you know, it's great. You know, I'm definitely, you know, one thing that I learned after my last fight is that I have to focus on myself. That's what I'm trying to do. You know, like you can't let others tell you how you should feel and how like you should do things. You know, sometimes it's good to hear opinions, but at the same time, it's good to have confidence on your own opinions and on your own way of dealing with things.
Last thing for me, I know you're going to soak this up, man. It was an amazing win. Do you have an idea of what you want to do at this point? I mean, do you sit around and wait for the title fight to happen and see how it plays out, or do you go book another fight before the end of the year? I mean, what do you think the move is from here?
We'll see. I mean, whatever that makes sense, I'm ready to go. And I don't think we're gonna fight before the end of the year. But you know, like sometimes, you know, like I can. It's easy to trick me into good fights, especially if they're good.
No, I can't. She catch the damn bus.
Whatever.
Sick of it.
Who knows? Maybe you know, February, like somebody like gets injured, and then like who knows? You know, one thing about me, I'll stay ready. I'll go back to the gym and train, and you know, I'll show up ready and put on a hell of a show for all the fans. And you know, you can count on me on that. As a fan, you know, you can count on me. You know, and, like for me to show up and put on a great show.
Marvin, was his size a bigger factor in grappling or in the striking?
No. He was. It was a factor in the striking. The grappling wasn't really like a problem. Actually, when he had that hard head and arm, I mean, Hummel is not here anymore. He's my jiu-jitsu coach. They know like guillotine's out of town. So he's like, I was like, go for it, fucking please go for it, because I know I was gonna get the sweep for sure. And he went. I kind of let it out. I stayed there, like, yeah, find your time to go for it, because I know that was gonna be a sweep. And he did, and then you know I ended up with him. So in the grappling, I'm really confident, especially when it comes down to like putting me in real danger. You'll never see. Like I mean, you never saw me in real danger in the grappling. So now not in the grappling at all. More so in the power of the shot, and more so, I feel like, you know, more the weight, more it's hard to hurt somebody too. That I think, because I was throwing some bombs at him too, and he's like just taking them, and I kept throwing them, but he kept taking them.
You know your chin now went to another level. People are respecting you for the chin you show, because you know this is a guy that was basically a heavyweight in there, and he's hitting you on the chin, and you never even wobbled.
I have a good chin, and I think like, you know, chin it's mental too. It's like it's willpower. It's like when you, I mean, unless it's flush, you know, like if you don't want to get out of the fight and you want to stay in the fight, you get through the chaotic moment of that shot, you know. So I think it's that, and then that was a good shot for sure. The high kick was good.
And the other thing, you know, I know fighters see the fights differently, maybe the judges or the fans or the media, you know, but he, after the fight, said he thought he won the fight. And did he express that to you in the cage? And I'm curious, when the decision was announced, did you have any doubt? Like, did you believe, guaranteed you're going to win this, or is there any doubt as you're standing there waiting for Rico to announce it?
No, I knew I had definitely clean 3 rounds. Third and first was that was a no-brainer. The second, it's still. Second was, I mean, he had that good shot, but overall, I kept tagging too. So I think I had a significant strike talk for himself, and he had that momentum when he caught me with a kick. But overall, and then the fifth round, I mean, again, yeah, the for him, but nah, I mean, I knew I had to fight. And then again, they said 48, 46, and when they said 46, I knew for a fact, because like there was a point deduction, and I'm like, nah, then it's for sure.
Yeah, Marvin. A lot's been said about how big Paulo was, but I'm curious, how did you feel fighting at 205?
I mean, it just it's like the whole week felt kind of weird because I mean I get up to like 207, 208 even when I cut weight, but it's a little bit of a different weight because you like now I had like 3-4 days to build that weight that I lost again. So it's a little more of real weight. When you do the real weight go down to 186, 185, and it's more like water, like it's a little more like water retention, and so I mean the weight difference is it wasn't massive. It's just I mean I spar 205ers all the time. I spar 205ers almost more than 185ers sometimes. So I feel good, man. I know, like I said, weight to me don't matter that much.
He had a point taken away from him in the second round. Were you happy to see that? You think that was good?
It was a hard eyeball. It was hard eyeball. Like I was worried for I started my fight again because I saw him fading, and I'm like, fuck, I prefer because I wanted to finish this guy. So I'm like, I'm gonna fight with like a little bit of a messed up vision, but I'm gonna push the face again. But it was a hard eyeball, and I mean it happened so many times to me. It's just crazy. Like with me, like weird shit becomes normal like, every time. Like I think in my last 3-4 fights, there was always like either like a groin shot or like an eyeball. Almost in every other fight. I mean, Adestine's pretty professional on how he shows up. He's a champion. He better be. But yeah, I mean, other than that, then. Everybody we all know about the shit that happened with my fights. But yeah, so I was happy, yeah, because I mean they shouldn't do that. I never do it. You never saw me do it. It's just I feel like a lot of times it's like it's the way you train. It's like if you don't give a fuck about like putting out your hands like that, it might not happen, but it might happen. And if it does happen, it's your fault.
He was out here and he said the reason why he came in so heavy was because he had a bicep injury and it had to stop him training for a couple of weeks. Do you believe that, having fought him for 5 rounds, or do you think that maybe he was kind of pretending he was heavy and injured, or what do you think about his weight?
Can't you run if you have a bicep tear? I mean, to make weight? What is that? What is that excuse? Like that doesn't make any fucking sense.
So not believing that then?
I mean, no. Like you can do pretty much everything with a bicep tear anyway. Like I mean, it doesn't have to do anything with it. You can say, oh, you can say something like, oh, I couldn't throw my right hand because of my bicep tear. But no, I couldn't make weight for a bicep tear.
Last thing for me, and I think I might know the answer to this. You guys just had a great fight, but do you respect him after all this stuff, after all the stuff he put you through this week?
He's full of shit, to be honest. I don't like how he carried himself. I don't like. Nah, I don't. I mean, I see him right now. I probably won't jump him, but I won't even. I won't even share a glass of nothing. Like, you go your fucking way, I go my own way. You fucking lost. You're gonna give me 30% of your purse and go run. Badass.
Pella was just out here and he said he does not owe you an apology. Do you feel like you are owed an apology from him?
I don't give a fuck. He's giving me 30% of his purse. I'm gonna buy another watch with his purse, with his money.
So Dana also mentioned that it was 20%. Are you sure it's 30%?
He's a crybaby. He should have been 50 for 20 pounds. It's like 20, whatever, 20. He's not making that much money anyway.
Leading up to this, you went to the catchweight, and then it was like, let's push it up to 204. What was the negotiations like leading up to this? Did you request more as each request made of you?
Ali, my manager, was pissed, man. He's like, fuck it, like, this guy's playing games, and they don't like when you play games. It's bullshit. So he was like, oh, I can't do it. But he already knew, because Ali, he was telling me, like, this guy's going to try to push it to 205. Then he said, basically, actually, so 198, because I wanted them to cut some kind of weight. And then we signed a contract at 198. No, for 195. For 195, we signed a contract. Then, I don't know, did we sign that one for 198? I'm not sure. Then, there was a talk about 198. Then they sent the 205 contract, and we said yes to the 205.
What's going on in your head when when it just keeps getting pushed back and pushed back?
Like I said, in my head, it was like, well, this guy wants out of the fight because he's not ready. But then my rational mind was saying, that way because it can be all that fucking crap. Or what I mean, I can definitely think that he's willing to suppress the fight because I don't think that many fighters would take it this higher on weight. But at the same time, if I do accept, I'm all in. I can't expect him not to be ready. So it was weird on my side too because I had to stay completely focused, even on him making all this shit where it kind of looked like he wasn't ready. Like I had people all the time telling me he's not ready. He wants out of the fight. He doesn't want to be here. I mean, you saw the performance. He came game. Like he wasn't out of shape or nothing.
A lot of people thought that you should have got more than 20%. Did you negotiate for more when he said 204?
Listen, he was on. They told me because I said I'm not on social media, but they were telling me that he was making videos about talking Brazilian and Portuguese, saying that we were trying to get out of the fight because that we were making problems with weight. And the thing is, like, he was playing the game first too because it's like, oh, if you take too much of my purse, then I'm out of the fight. So he wanted to fight at a higher weight, but he's not taking that much of the purse too. That's how fucking crazy it was. He's like, yeah, like if you take too much of my purse, I'm out. If you don't accept the fight at this rate, I'm out. So I pretty much accepted everything for this fight. Make it happen.
So you didn't get anything more once again?
I don't care, man. He's not making that much money. I'm walking out with a good person.
And leading up, you were going up as minus 180, which meant you were quite a big favorite. Did you feel that? Did you feel like you had that mental edge?
I think I had it all the time. I think I had it all the time. Yeah, for sure. I kept saying it. I'm the superior striker. I'm the superior boxer. I tagged him with so much shit. Like I landed 175 strikes at you.
But you, at no point you were really thinking, I want to fight this guy.
That's what goes through my mind. Like I'm not gonna wait for my preparation and do shit. I'd rather go out of my own. Like I was saying to referee, like, let me go the fuck out if anything happens in there. Don't step in, nothing. That's how I see. Like don't, like when I'm ready, I need to test myself. It's about that.
Shit. Yeah. Any other like sneaker collabs out there you're feeling, or was it?
Wonder how the turn Everyone's doing it on its fearless leader. Sure, really
Stay restless with the RX, crafted by Lexus. Experience amazing at your Lexus dealer.
Peloton, you can do hard things.
When it comes to art, bases are crucial for survival. So we proudly present top 5 base designs on ARC Survival Evolved. What's going on, guys? It's the outcome the entire time that the SoundCloud was popular. So coming at number 5, we have our 2x2 base design. This is a very compact base design, as it fits every single thing that you would need for a base design inside of it. And this is mainly meant for just building in small, tight areas to stay hidden away from the big tribes. Coming at number 4, we have our 4x4 design. This design is just slightly bigger than the other one, as you can tell by the name of it. But this one actually features an Indie Forge, which is pretty good to have on every single base now. At least for the most part, unless you're big enough to where you don't need one. But this is basically another compact base design, but this is mainly for like smaller tribes, like maybe 2 to 4 players. And this just has a little bit of everything. We have our 6x6 vault drop base design. A ton of you guys seem to love this one, so we rebuilt it, added a little tweaks on it to make it a little bit better than the last one. And here it is right here. It has just pretty much everything, and it can improve, meaning they have to actually soak all the turrets. Winning.
So at 27, you're a world champion. And that was the pinnacle. That was the peak of the mountain that your whole life you'd been striving to get to, right? What was it in that you felt as though you weren't being fulfilled?
You know, I suppose I suffered with depression and anxiety my whole life, from being a little boy to being a man. But I always had a goal of becoming heavyweight champion of the world. And it always brought me back out of the darkness to achieve that goal. And nothing else mattered. I had a lot of tragedy go on in my life, and a lot of stuff happened that maybe could have put me off track on being heavyweight champ. But I always sort of sidetracked all of that and concentrated on the job in hand. And when they said, right, you're going to fight Klitschko for the world championship, I was like, when I win, I'm not going to have a goal anymore. So I almost knew going into the fight that I was going to come down, it was going to be a disaster. I was very depressed going into the fight, going into training camps. I knew I was going to beat this guy. And I remember saying to me dad and my brothers, I said, win, lose or draw, I said, I probably won't fight again after this.
Really?
It's like,
Why was that?
You boxed all your life to get to this position. You're going to just walk away. I was like, you know what? I'm not feeling it anymore, but I look back at it now, and I was very ill going into that fight. I wasn't well-minded. Goes in there, beats him. For 5 minutes, I was happy. And then when I got back to the changing room, I thought, is this it? I've won 5 world title belts. I beat the second longest reigning heavyweight champion in history. What next? I
don't have a purpose anymore. I'm finished.
That's weird, man, because when I was a little kid and I won the title, I felt so in love with that illusion of myself and shit.
Really?
Hell fucking
You were like, let me conquer more.
Hell
let me
yeah,
dominate.
Yeah.
Destroy more people.
Let it be more about me. Let me have the best girl in the world. Let me have the best seat in the fucking restaurant. Give me the best fucking car. I want the best plane. I was fucking also self-absorbed. You know what I mean? I couldn't fuck enough girls. Couldn't have enough fights. Couldn't have enough fights outside the ring.
Enough power.
Yeah, it wasn't enough. Yeah.
So interesting. Because I very much relate to what you're saying. You know, that feeling of what's next. This is it. This is everything I've every bit of my life that I've dedicated to achieving this thing, and I did it. Now what the fuck?
But that's just my negative outlook on everything.
That's because we don't have no outlook on self-love back then. When you don't have no self-love, it's so easy to say, that's it. When you have self-love, you find so many different things to do with yourself. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You know, I played football for everyone but me. I played football to prove everybody wrong, to show everybody how powerful and dominant and scary I was. I played football to destroy other people, to inflict my pain on others. And I never once was playing it just because I loved it. You know? And that's a much more sustainable source of power.
A lot of athletes are entertainers, just actors, and people in general with jobs being that way, because this is our acceptance.
Yeah.
They're not going to give you the same acceptance if you're not playing on that team than if you're just a retired player. It's a different kind of acceptance.
Yeah.
You're not going to get the same fucking girlfriend that you did as a fucking big football player that you would as a retired player. So it's all about continuing to do this stuff. This is our life. We do this till we can't do it anymore.
Yeah.
It becomes our identity.
Yeah.
And we gotta go to a school to learn how to get out of that shell of ourselves, that mask of our identity.
Yeah. Yeah, that's very true. And it sounds like in those 3 years out and finding that passion again, you tapped into something a little deeper in yourself.
100%. You know, the first time I was boxing, the first career, I call it 2 careers. The first time was about achieving my dreams, becoming heavyweight champion of the world and all that sort of stuff we just talked about, all that power and what if and all this stuff. But when I got there, I thought, like, this is a lot of shit. It wasn't what I expected.
And from England, that's really hard, because England, they look at boxers and fighters from a total different perspective. They're like gods out there. So how do you live that life in England? You can't go nowhere.
Exactly.
I know you can't go nowhere.
Yeah.
You can't go. They're waiting for you.
Yeah, that's true.
You hang out here, there'd be 40,000 people waiting for you in England. They don't fuck around.
That's crazy.
But they're fighters, they're soccer players and stuff. They're rugby players. They're with you 100%. How many people? Where did you fight? You fought them in America, right? Dante Wild.
Yeah.
How many people from the UK came over?
About 7,000. Yeah, there was a lot of British fans travelled. But like the second career, it's not about winning belts or anything. I'm just having fun. You know, I box now because I love to fight, and I finally found what I love to do.
What's that?
And that's to be involved in good fights and take punches and hit people back. You know, I go into these fights and I don't give a fuck. You know, I'm like a loose cannon, a crazy character. I don't care if they hit me. I don't care what they do. I'm going to enjoy myself. I'm going to have fun in the fight. They're all serious, like, oh my God, this is the fight. I'm like doing dances, waving my arms in the air, singing to them.
I noticed that.
I don't care anymore. You know, I've gone past the stage of caring about fighting.
Who was your last fight?
I boxed in Vegas in June 15. I boxed a German guy called Tom Schwartz.
That's right. And I watched all of that pre-fight stuff, man, and your energy was unbelievable. You were smiling.
Yeah.
You were putting on a show.
We're in the entertainment business.
Yeah.
I was in Las Vegas. I was there to put on a show. I did that, won the fight, on to the next one.
Yeah.
You know, I'm having fun. I've never been as happy as this in my whole career.
That's awesome.
Never. I'm so happy right now, so mentally well. So unconcerned about what people think of me.
Andy Ruiz.
I think his win over Joshua was a very good win, 2 weeks' notice.
How would you fight him?
I would tie one hand behind my back and use either one. Just jab his nut right up. Pop, 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 pop. That would be the easiest fight ever.
It's Nigel's first day as head of Unibet US.
Run, pass, push.
Nigel doesn't know football. Bet his football lines. Download Unibet and get $500 risk-free.
I'm going to punch you in the face. For being smart. We love you. We believe you can hear every welcome step. Walk.
Like a ballerina, a mirror like a ballerina. Ruckus is still napping. She needs her beauty sleep. My Ruckus needs her beauty sleep. Doesn't come easy these days, huh? Don't you hear your sister? Keep it down. Maya, snuggle fest. Let's get to it. I'm not ready for this cold weather. Where are all my hoodies at? Come up off them. Where are my hoodies at? Who's making the bacon, egg, and cheese? Ease up on a player from the Himalayas. Player from the Himalayas. You have to keep an eye on this snake, bro. It's getting cold as shit. You have to keep a close eye on this snake. You can't just be walking in and out, passing by, not checking on it, not turning on its light. Turn that light on. Throw some love for your snake. friend wants oatmeal. Your friend wants oatmeal.